I am Rani Yahya. I am a BJJ black belt and Muay Thai black belt, UFC fighter, former ADCC champion. And I'm in Dubai here for 8 days. I'll be here at Fit RepubliK teaching a seminar and teach classes during the week. My current team is Constrictor Team, is in Brasília, Brazil, the capital of Brazil. And it's a very successful team, we win like 90% of our fights, and right now we got me and another fighter fighting UFC, Renato Moicano is fighting UFC as well. We got the ONE FC champion, Adriano Moraes, who he's a champion in ONE FC. And we just got a new guy, Mike Linhares, who's gonna be fighting Rising FC, the new pride, We also had from our team, Francisco Massaranduba and Paulo Thiago, they went to the UFC, for their first, when they got the UFC, they were training first, and then they changed their team. So our team is pretty successful, It's still a small team, we like have a 20-25 professional fighters, But this is big for our hometown, for Brasilia, because it's a small hometown, and it's not so popular in Brazil. So we're still growing, and we have many goals to achieve in the future. Well, right when I started Jiu-jitsu, when I was a kid, I started to compete, and I knew that my goal was the MMA. Back then it was called no holds barred. The sport was not so popular as it is now. So the transition came really natural because there were a couple guys at the gym that they already do no holds barred. Alex, the coach here at Fit RepubliK, he was one of the guys who was like the main guy back then. He did a lot of bare knuckle fights, no holds barred fights. So I started to inspire myself and him, and we started to, even when I was like a yellow and blue belt, 13, 14 years old, we started to do sparring session, and back then he used to beat me up a lot. And like when on that time I started to do like fighting, not professionally, but like amateur fights, like we called in Brazil like closed door fighting. You kind of the coaches, at the gym, they kind of book fights, for the students with a different team, because there were no MMA events back then. So kind of close the gym, has one referee, but at the gym and like bare knuckle. And I started to do those kind of fights, and parallel to that, I still doing jiu-jitsu tournaments. But in my heart, what I really wanted was to be a professional fighter. When I turned 18, I had the first opportunity to do a professional fight, and I did right away because that's what I wanted. And the transition was very complicated at the beginning because we didn't know how to train correctly for MMA fight. Back then we used to train jiu-jitsu with the gi, and in a different time we used to do boxing or Muay Thai session, and then that's it. We just went to fight, go to fight. No workout, no transitions between the styles. So it was very difficult because of that at the beginning. The hometown where we were in Brasilia, we were like the pioneers in MMA. And then I moved to California. I started to change information of how to train, how we train, and that's when I started to get some success in MMA too. To learn mainly the ability of how to train and how to deal with it, because it's very different. What you do in training to be a jiu-jitsu champion and what you have to do to win an MMA fight. Even if you want to win using jiu-jitsu in MMA, is a complete different animal, you know. So it took me a while, but I kind of became not an expert, but I would say that I dedicated many years of my life working on this transition, which I feel that I kind of find my goal now, you know. Yeah, right now I don't have a fight coming up yet. I expect to fight in January or February. I had my last fight in July, and I won in a split decision, and I'm under a medical suspension because of some traumas of the last fight I had. It's a 6 months medical suspension. This is the reason why they didn't book me a fight yet. But I expect to fight in the beginning of 2016, and I'm ready to fight anyone. I want to accept any challenge UFC gives to me. It doesn't matter who it is, you know. I want to fight the highest level as possible. This is my goal. Well, Conor McGregor has a new style of fight. It's different than everyone, you know. The striking of most of the fighters in MMA, it's like Muay Thai and boxing, and he mixed it up some boxing with Taekwondo kicks, which his Taekwondo kicks are great, and some karate base too. So I believe if Jose Aldo, if his coaches can realize that, you know, because this is something that McGregor already said on interviews too, you know, that the Muay Thai stance is kind of beneficial to him, which I agree, because he has one style that can kind of mess it up with the Muay Thai stance. I'm not saying that Muay Thai is better than karate, or karate and Taekwondo are better than Muay Thai. No, it's just the way he mixes it up. The things are new, so it's kind of unexpected to the opponents. You know, he kicks a lot in the body, put the guy against the fence, and then when the guy's against the fence, he starts to box with the guy. You know, with 2-3 punches combination. So when the guy is against the fence, he already feel the strike is in the body, and he's already against the fence, so he has the advantage, you know, and he has a good chin too. So this is what I see, and I believe Jose Aldo has a very intelligent coach, you know, good strategy, and he also has the ability to take the fight to the ground. You know, we saw that a few times, but when he needed to do that, he did do that without a problem, you know. And this seems to be a weakness of Conor McGregor, not because of Chad Mendes. Chad Mendes is a great wrestler, so he was probably gonna take Conor down anyway. You know, but I believe that Chad Mendes was like in his prime, like when he fought Jose Aldo in Rio. Conor would have no chance. You know, I believe Chad would be beating him up for 5 rounds, taking him down and beating him up. You know. So of course I want Jose Aldo to win. I believe he's the favorite. He's been in wars before, you know. And Jose Aldo, he knows how to win fights. So I believe he got most chances of winning, but he gotta be really careful. He gotta train the correct way to him, because Conor has definitely a different style, and he got chances too.